Hi there and welcome to another one of my videos. Today's video is all about glitter. Now, I've got quite a few glitters now. My collection is getting bigger. And today we'll look at how to apply those really fine glitters and really fine shimmers that are quite popular at the moment. And we'll also look at some other types of chunky glitters and how you can apply those to your nails too. So let's begin. So first up, we're going to look at this shimmer, which is probably my most favourite shimmer. It is a metallic holographic shimmer. You can just about see it in there. And I suppose it's a very, very fine glitter. When you buy glitters, they usually will come in a very small tub like this. You can buy them in bigger packets, but generally, if you buy them from a nail retailer, they will come in a small tub. But don't be disheartened when it does turn up in a very small tub like this, because actually this will go quite far, especially if you're really careful with it and you look after the excess that you wipe off. Now, all glitters, all shimmers, all accents, all need something to stick to. So first up, I'm going to be using my plastic nails here. First of all, we're going to apply a base coat. I am using gel polish today. My base coat here. Start at the bottom, drag all the way through to the tip, one side and then the other. When you're using glitters and shimmers, make sure that the whole of the nail, or whatever part of the nail you want the shimmer to be on, is completely covered with the adhesive. Okay, so whatever you're going to stick to. Otherwise, you're going to have a really, really patchy, glittery area. That's going into my lamp now for 30 seconds. So my nail is out of the lamp now and it is cured. So at the moment it will have a sticky residue left on the top. And so what we're going to do is we are going to apply the glitter or the shimmer. Now, the best way to apply a fine glitter or shimmers is by using one of these eyeshadow applicators. Okay, I've tried and tested quite a few different ways, and this is definitely the best way. And actually, when you do buy some glitters, not all of them, but when you do buy some of them, they actually do come with these applicators. So that's really, really useful and really helpful. Before opening it, give it a tap on the top, just so that you're not having lots of spillage of glitter everywhere. And there we go, there is the shimmer. And it really doesn't look a lot, but trust me, it will go far. Now what I do is I hold my nail. So if I was doing it on myself or somebody else, I would hold their finger or my finger over the tub and brush it downwards so it all collects back into there. You could probably put a tray underneath it or a piece of paper, then you can scoop it back into the pot. So here is my nail. I'm going to dab the applicator into the glitter. Start from the bottom of the nail here and rub down. You can see the glitter going on really nicely, and it flattens out the pigment so you get all the nice shiny bit to the top. And it really does make the nail sparkle. You can see that going on really nicely, and there's not much mess. Don't overload your applicator. And there we go, easy as that. There you go. Look at that, that is so, it's such a lovely, lovely glitter is that one. I really like it. Now, because we're using gel polish, or even if you were using like a you must put on a top coat. I have a dedicated top coat for when I'm using glitters, just so that it doesn't ruin my other one. However, saying that, I always make sure that I get the glitter off the brush before I put it back into the pot, because otherwise you do end up with lots of glitter on it. So start at the bottom, drag it up. So you will end up with a little bit of glitter on there, but don't fret. Now you'll want to cure that for your 30 seconds. While that's in there, I'll just get off my lint-free wipes. Now the lint-free wipes, like I explained in one of my other videos, are it's like a little tissue, I suppose, for people who don't work with them. And it's got no fibres on it, so the fibres, they don't come off. So I'm just going to give that a little wipe just to get most of the glitter off before I put it back. Some people might disagree with what I'm doing, but that's their preference. Now, here is my nail out of the dryer or the lamp. And there, wow. I just love it. And especially you could put a stamp over the top. We talked about stamping the other day, but you could do a lovely stamp over the top and it would look gorgeous, especially if you did maybe a black stamping over the top. Maybe we could explore that another day. I'm going to use my shine off to take the sticky residue now off the top of this one, and we'll start on another colour. Okay, for our next one, I'm going to try this one. Now this one is very similar to the last one, but it has got a gold shimmer to it as well. Now we're just going to top it again. Okay, and we get an applicator. Here we go. And like we did with the other one, we're going to start at the bottom here and work our way up. Just rubbing it gently into the nail. This one already had a base coat on it. Now this one is very similar to one of the chrome powders that you can buy. However, this stays more of a matte finish and not a chrome. Saying that though, it is still very, very beautiful. Now with these as well, you can also use one of these fan brushes. They're very, very soft to use. And what you could do, hold it over the pot and just gently brush down to take off any of the excess. Just applied a top coat to this one. I'm going to put it in the dryer and I'm going to apply a second coat of this powder. Okay, it's just cured for its 30 seconds and I'm just going to apply a second coat. This is if you want it just that extra colour, because some of them will be more of a duller colour. So if you want that extra pop or extra vibrance of colour, there's always the opportunity to add that second coat. There. Ooh, losing my brush. And there, the colour is a lot stronger. And actually in the camera here, it looks more of a pure gold colour, but as I'm looking at it, it is more of a bronze, this one. But still, you can see what I'm trying to explain. The more you put on, the better and the vibrant the colour will be. Okay, so one of the colours that seems to be really popular at the moment is this one. And this is the Mermaid Shimmer. You can get it from You can buy it on eBay. You can buy it from Amazon, I think, do it. Plus any nail technician stores or art and craft supplies. Now we'll have a look at this one and see how this goes. Do exactly the same as what you've been doing with your other ones that we've been practicing with. Just taking off the lid. And again, it doesn't look a lot in that pot, but because of the amount that you're putting on, it will last. So I'm just going to get my applicator. Again, I've already base coated this one. Hold it over the top of your pot, stroking down the nail, making sure everything you want covered is covered. Now this one is absolutely stunning. I really like using this one. And the finishing product, once it's done, looks fabulous. Let's give it off a bit of a brush. And there. It hasn't got that holographic look to it. It's just got a really nice shimmer to it. It looks really, really lovely. I don't know if I can show you the colour a little bit more if I take some of the light off my lamp. Let me see if I can do that. Oh, there you go, a little bit. You can see it's just shimmering really, really nicely. We're going to top coat it. Put it in to cure. Now while that's doing, we'll look at some of the more chunky glitters. Now, one of the online shops that I like to buy from is called Nail Tech Network. Okay, and they do a lovely range of glitz and bits, it's called. Some of them, like this one, is UV, so it will show up under a UV light. And they've got some really, really lovely colours. This one's quite nice, especially with that shimmer that the mermaid shimmer that we just used. And this one's called Galactic Dreams. And so yeah, they do have a nice range. This is just some of them that I've bought. So we'll have a look at using some of these more chunkier glitters. I'm going to use this nice blue one, and this blue one is called Ice Pole. Undo the lid, and there. It's got lots of different sizes of pigments in there, and there's lots of different shapes. There's stars and hearts and circles. Now, still using our eyeshadow, applicator. It won't pick it up as well, however, it will do once some of the stickiness is onto the applicator. So just dip it in or scoop some up and then just start applying it. You can see it's started on there already. And just dab it on very gently. Now, you don't want too much because this is obviously a more chunkier glitter. And if you don't get it stuck down, it will be really, really rough on your nail. If you do want a more vibrant, or you do want more glitter, what I suggest to do is top coat it and then do reapply, which we'll do now once we've just got rid of a few of these patches. Knock some of those off that are just there. You can see the different shapes that are in there. There we go. Right, I'm just going to put a top coat on, just so it all is going to stick. And then we'll apply some more in a minute. These chunkier glitters are a little bit more harder to work with, so it does take a little bit of practice, but it's well worth it in the end. While that one's in there for 30 seconds, we'll just have a go at another one. Move that one out of the way. And this one is called Meteor Shower. Now this one's a really lovely one. Just going to give that a tap. And here. It is a really, really lovely colour. Sorry, my dog is, she's got a bit spooked. So she's now crawling under my leg. So if you hear her tapping around, she's now sitting under my legs. And again, just tap it on. It will probably be better if you had a nice colour underneath it. Obviously we're just doing this for so you can see how to apply it. And there, you can see although it's holographic, it is a lot chunkier than that fine one that we used earlier. I'm going to just put that one in for 30 seconds. Now, here we go. Here is this, here is the ice pole one that we were using just a minute ago. And we're going to do that second coat to it. And you'll see how much better it will look with 2 coats. Oh, it's just gone out of focus there. You can see if that was a nice blue underneath it, or a nice pink, or even a really nice white. Those colours on that glitter will be, well, it just look really, really lovely. Or you could even use a shimmer underneath it. With these glitters, you know, they are very, very versatile, and creating different artwork with them is just great. Next one we're going to do is we're going to do one with this more chunky glitter. It is just a holographic glitter. It's a lot more chunkier than the other one. However, this one has come in a bag. Now it is obviously, you have got more weight, sorry. You have got more weight in this bag than you would have in a pot, which obviously is a little bit more economical, but not so easy to use. Okay, now I really don't like waste, so I am going to struggle and do it over the top of this bag, because I did have a pot for it. I can't find it now. So it's in the bag, and we're going to do the same. I don't know if you can see that just very well. I'll just stroke it down gently. I'll do it in there, and then we'll show you. Then I'll show you the outcome. Now I'm just dabbing it on and giving it a good rub around. Dabbing all of that glitter so it lays down, so you get the best holographic that you can get. And there we go. So I don't think this one is as shimmery or sparkly as the finer glitter, but what we're going to do is we are going to put a second coat on. I'll just find. Okay, so I've gone ahead and put 2 coats on this one now. As you can see, it's a lot better with the 2 coats on, although I still think I prefer the other one, the even finer glitter, but it depends obviously what kind of look you're going for. Now there is one other glitter that I would like to show you. Well, I would call it glitter, maybe not. And these are little circles that you can get. Now you can also get all sorts of different shapes. Like we had the blue Glitz and Bits one. You can get things like butterflies, You can get Disney ones, you can get all sorts of different, I suppose they're sequins more than glitters. So we're just going to look at how to apply these ones. So again, we've already got our base coat on here. Now these will take a little bit more, you need to make sure it is really sticky for it to go on. You might want to do maybe a brush of some nail glue just so that it does really stick. But we're going to try first with, I'm just going to use some tweezers and see if we can get them to stick. Now obviously with tweezers you can put them where you want. And actually they are sticking quite well. Obviously this is not a design, this is just obviously to show you how to apply these different sequins and glitters to your nails. Now actually they're pretty stuck. They've done really well to stick nicely with just a base coat, okay? Now what I do, again, we're going to top coat it. Top coat, just to seal in all of the edges of those sequins. Now we're going to put it into the lamp for 30 seconds. Give the brush a bit of a... Always put your lids on your glitter. Always, always, always. I've seen pictures of glitters all across people's salons, on floors, and where children have got hold of them. Oh my goodness, it just creates such a mess. I don't mind mess. Obviously, I work in a school, like I said yesterday. I don't mind mess. But trying to sort out your bits of glitter and your sequins, that would not be fun. It would be an impossible job. And you don't want to waste your money replacing when accidents can be prevented by just looking after your kit, putting it away properly, making sure the lids are put on, cleaning up after yourself, cleaning all your tools, and they last so much longer just with those house tasks, I suppose. So there we go, there's that one with the top coat on, and you know they're really stuck. They're slightly rough, they're slightly protruding, but they are quite thick, so you would expect them to. Now, okay, so here are all the ones that we've done today. Now I really still like this holographic glitter. It looked great if you did a stamp over the top or some more nail art designs over the top of it as well. Or just leaving it plain. I've had people comment when I've just had it plain saying how lovely it looks on your nails. I really like this mermaid shimmer too. Again, you know, with some more nail art on it, it would look lovely as well as it still staying plain. Now I'll just talk quickly about the prices of some of these glitters that you can buy. Now I did purchase a really cheap off eBay, and I keep mentioning eBay, but a really cheap holographic one. Now I did actually purchase the one that I've used today off eBay, but the one I purchased before was so cheap that it was too good to be true, and I thought as I was a beginner I'd start off with that one. Now when I've compared to this, it is nowhere near as high or higher quality as this one. Okay, the shimmer is not as nice, it's quite dull. So just be careful when you're buying your glitters, that obviously if you're buying more of a higher price glitter or shimmer or sequin, you would expect them to be of a high quality. These are more of a mid-range price bracket, but as you can see, they still work just as good, and there is no need, what I find, especially if you're doing it as a hobby, that you don't need to buy anything more expensive. I do have some more expensive ones because I am opening a studio of my own. That is in the end of July. So I have purchased some higher quality glitters and shimmers ready to go into the salon. But for when I'm practicing, or I've got some family members round, or you know, trying bits out on other people, then I just use these mid-range ones, and actually they are just as good. Now I am going to endeavour to do a new video as much as I can. Possibly every day is my goal at the moment. And so please watch out for tomorrow's video. And we'll see you very, very soon. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe to my videos, and share them with all of your friends and your families. Thank you again. We'll see you tomorrow.